and we had some little lags and internet problems right at the start, and I was working with internet right through it whenever I had any problem. So welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do consider liking, sharing, and definitely subscribing. If you're one of the original ones here, massive respect and happy new year to you, and hope you made it through to this point. So as you saw by the title, incredible news for Suriname, plus Jamaica unveiled their coach, plus actual additional games. We're going to try and wrap this up within 20-30 minutes because maybe the internet might slide out by then. So as you come in, make sure you just thumb up the like button and let me continue. We had started with Suriname, so let me continue. So Suriname had broke a news saying that Piroe will be added to their squad. Yesterday they put out something to say stay tuned because they will be coming out with news. So let me know how big of a news that is, that Joel Piroe will be a part of the Suriname squad. For me, I think it's incredible news for Suriname. Suriname always needed that a prolific goal scorer, and now they're getting a Premier League, a championship scorer to add to their loads of wingers and the type of football that they play. I think this could be another stage jumping for Suriname, and Piroe could be one of those dudes that comes to the region and do very well. Yes, they do have additional people that we heard trying to get their documents done, which is like Donovan Duki, which we said that he would have been one of the top center backs in the region. So I would love to see them complete all of these deals. So anyways, Suriname should have Bolivia to play in the interconfederational playoffs to go to the finals to try and make it to the World Cup. I think that if they do add Duki and Piroe to this squad, I think they are the overwhelming favorites to win over Bolivia, even though they have to come in and gel. I do believe that will make them have incredible, more actual talent over Bolivia to get over the line. And they're a football team that plays one system, so it's not hard to get them even clicking to an extent to win a particular game. So very, very, very good addition. Very good, incredible addition to the Concacaf region for me. Incredible addition. I would love for them to add the centre back. I would love that one because I am not the biggest fan of Pinas. But obviously he can add something there. But if you had a Donovan Duki inside that, I think that Suriname can clearly call themselves a big team because they would have literally 5 to 6 world level players on the team and all of the other players that can supplement for the rest of the players on the team. That would be very good because even other big teams might not have 5 world level players on their team. So Piroe added to Suriname, that is incredible news, and the attitude that they're moving with, which is very, very impressive. What say you guys on the Suriname side before we move on to the Jamaican side? Let me try and update the actual link because we had some technical issues. All right, yes. All right, so let me see. Big up yourself, Brown Beer. Thanks for being here. Max, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. My bro, what's up? We are here. Laugh out loud. You see, big coach. We will talk about that. Johnny Powell, big up yourself. And I don't have any time. The 50 hours to spend here because I don't think it's worth it. Africans, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And happy New Year to everyone that actually makes it to the New Year. Prince, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Piroe is a great finisher. However, you need to play to his strengths as he is not mobile and cannot hold up the ball. Are you sure he cannot hold up the ball? And remember, you're talking about CONCACAF region. So sometimes you have to be careful how you add things in. All right, because you might claim that he can't hold the ball, which I don't believe that. I don't believe that he's not a good holder of the ball. I think he's one of the better holder players in this region. To be honest, because I saw him all over the play against stronger elite footballers. So I don't see a big problem in this region for him to be an older player. He's a very strong player, a very good finisher. I think he might be one of the best natural finishers in the Concacaf now today. So he's an incredible addition to this region. Carlton, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. Gmails, Mr. Man. How you doing, man? Happy New Year's, Richard. Thanks for being here. Yes, I am a long-time Leeds fan, and I watch every game. Well, I think you got it wrong on that part of his hold up, because I think he's gonna come to the Concacaf region, and you're gonna take back all of that word, Mexi. All of that word that you just said, you're gonna take back. Because he's going to camp in players in people's box and cause all sorts of havoc. Yes, Jay, oh you doing, man? Massive respect. So let me see if they can get Duki over the line. If they can get Duki over the line, I am picking Suriname to make it to the World Cup. All right. If they can get Duki, I am picking Suriname to make it straight to the World Cup. All right. I am picking Suriname to make it straight to the World Cup if they can get Duki. I am still saying that they have a good shot, but I am not saying that they're the favorites. But if they get Duki and put to the squad, I think that they're the favorites to make it to the World Cup. Yes, of course, Prince Hood. Prince Hood, I don't think Iraq is actually better than Bolivia, Prince Hood, I don't think Iraq is actually better than Bolivia. I think any one of these teams that wins, click me right here, blood. Any one of these teams, out of Suriname or Bolivia win, they're beating Iraq. They are actually beating Iraq. Iraq ain't better than none of these teams. None of these teams. Not saying Iraq is a bad team. Don't get me wrong, people. Not saying Iraq is a bad team, but they are not better than Suriname, and they are not better than Bolivia. At this point, I think Suriname have more talent than them. They are around a longer time, so maybe you could say they have more synergy than Suriname. Bolivia has a lot of synergy as well. So I think both of them beat Iraq, or both of them going into the final game as the favorites over Iraq. Iraq is actually a good team defensively, but their attack is pretty dead. Yeah, I think both Bolivia and Suriname will be the favorites over Iraq as an overall more talent pool. But as you said, they might have better synergy and get the job done. But I am not picking Iraq to just make it to the World Cup. All right, yes, they are solid. They are solid, but nah. They are not no superior team, in my opinion. All right, Prince Wood, that's what my take is. All right, so Suriname, let's see what's up next for Suriname. But this is incredible news. I really love this thing. I think it adds a lot of values to this Suriname team, and it shows the intention of Suriname. I watch Iraq B team at the Arab Cup. They were solid. That's what I said to you. I said to you, BRA team. I've watched both of their teams. Just like I watch Algeria and all of those teams, and they're okay, but they are not this Morocco type team, this Algeria type team. They are tiers below them, even with their strongest team. Yes. Morocco and those teams are different level than Iraq blood. All right. Yeah. I think both Suriname and both Suriname should think that they have a very good shot against Iraq. Both of them should want to go and play. Both Suriname and Bolivia should want to go there. And if Suriname can get an ex-player like Duki in, I can tell you, you can't tell me nothing that Suriname can't beat them. You understand me? Because Suriname will have days better ballers than them. So I think they have a good chance. I will agree with you that the cohesion that they play with is always hard to mimic. You can't just get footballers and put on the field and you get the success over time. But Suriname never started instant. They're playing for 1 year or 1.5 years with a similar group. So they have a little synergy with the quality. So that can give them a chance. I never said that they're the flat out favorites, but I said that they're not going to be underdog in the games. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So I should say Suriname bringing in better ballers for days will still be the underdog against this team. All right, Prince. All right, Prince. All right, take it, Prince. Take it. I am not believing that blood. All right, Morocco is a different level, miles above the rest. Not just quality players, but an actual good team. Yes, Bolivia has used their home advantage. All right, we would be on that side of the table. JD, do you think that the CFU needs to restore a Caribbean Cup? No, no, they need to go. They need to stop with the Caribbean Cup. The Caribbean players are just not good at football. So they need and what the Caribbean Cup will just enhance more scamming between the Caribbean nations, because if you leave the Caribbean nations to themselves, they are going to turn into more scammers. You understand me? They are going to try and scam the little kids them and don't develop them properly. You need to keep the competition very high. United States, Canada, some African teams that can give them six love. So they remember they like to not be shamed. So you need to make sure they can always have those teams to rewrite their DNA so they can stop with the scamming, because Caribbean football have dropped off a cliff. If you're not being honest, we have no talent in the Caribbean at all. Very, very average set of players and very, very limited to education in football. To be honest, very, very limited. We have to be honest. We need to put a competition where we have big dogs that will batter Jamaica, batter Trinidad, batter all of these tiny countries. So they have to either improve the quality of the local team players them, or go and seek very, very high quality players. If you leave Caribbean teams, they are going to scam their way and make up a bunch of stories and don't do the best for the countries. So I am okay with this high level competition that I know the Caribbean teams cannot win nothing. So they have to go for the best teams possible to even have a possible shot. Because if you leave them, Prince, remember we're here for a long time. If you leave our people to their delusion, they are going to just make up stories and sell you a bunch of fantasy that will not pan out. And your country will fail. You're going to lose a bag of money. Remember, qualifying for the World Cup and those stuffs are 12 million US dollars. That can help a lot of things. So we don't want no Caribbean nothing. We want more competition that we can put the Caribbean teams up against big teams. All right? You have 15, you have 18 Netherlands youth just walk into the Caribbean and beat Jamaica and Trinidad to the World Cup. What more Caribbean Cup you want, blood? What? No, please answer me right there. For who said it, Mr. Dre? Oh, you still need the Caribbean Cup. You have 18 average players left from Curacao, left from Netherlands to join Curacao and beat Jamaica and Trinidad Tobago for the World Cup. Be real. That means we have average level football education in our region. And they never just qualified for the World Cup. They deserved to qualify for the World Cup, blood. Because they were still amongst, if not on par with everybody. Jamaica wasn't better than Curacao at no game. Only Trinidad was better than Curacao in the 2 games. Pretty much, and Trinidad was better than all of the teams them they faced, but they never qualified just the same. But they just got some players together and qualified. So let we stop. I think our ego every day we stroke our ego too much. All right, JD talking facts. What benefit? Yeah, just like what I'm going to talk about now. It don't make any sense. Everything that the Caribbean countries does makes no sense. It makes no sense because you always have some egocentric people in charge to stroke their ego more and just focus on their delusion and just sell a bunch of fantasy. And they have to come up against reality and they always lose, because you know what? Education is the key, all right, to anything. Because if you don't know what is next door and the next man know what is next door, he can reach behind the next door before you. If you don't know what is next door and he knows what is next door, he can reach behind the next door before you. You cannot make up any stories. You can't have more heart than him. He knows what time the door is going to open. You don't know. You're here praying that the door will open 10,000 hour. Then you go about your business, then return and the door closed because they never had the education to know what time the door open. Well, the next player has that advantage over you. So he turns up, he got enough rest. So he makes it through the next door and still be in better shape than you that is actually at the door praying for it to open. So that's what limited education does to you in life, all right? Because it makes you have more anxiety because you don't know what's next. You understand me? And that's what with the Caribbean teams. They don't know what's next. They are not professionals. They are not ready. You understand me? And the coaches are not ready either. They're just making up stories, you know? So it's not necessary. You need to have a higher level of competition so people know that, okay, if my youth teams are not ready, I can't put them out on the field because United States is going to give them 20, i.e. Jamaica gets 20. You understand me? In U20s and U17s, they're going to get 6 to 20. So it's the same thing that will happen in the main leagues as well if you put a JPL team. Because JPL teams, all of them get 6 love when they go to MLS teams. Every one of them. Mr. Speed Bragan getting 6 love from Inter Miami, 4 love from Inter Miami, and 6 from Alva Sport Club. That is the low standard of Caribbean teams. They are bragging getting 6 love. 6 love from a next team in our same region. These are all facts, people. So the Caribbean teams are extremely low standard. We don't want the next low standard competition to make the countries more lower standard. I don't know how much better way to say it. Why we like to hide from competition? You know? Why we like to hide from competition? No. Get a next competition or no. We don't even need any more competition blood. The professional players have places to play. They have clubs to play for. That is one thing. All right. And they have to turn up and play in this region as well, which is difficult to reach back from Europe. So to hell. Just go and teach them football, teach some players to be good and get them somewhere to more education and stuff. Focus on those things and stop trying to fight for more things that they don't deserve. It sounds like the day when Tagliani came on Jamaica's radio and they were asking how they can get some of the Jamaican teams them higher ranked in Concacaf. And the man says, win games. Win games. Yes, Chris, Cavaliers got 4-0 from Inter Miami. They played 2 times. All right? They played 2 times. And they got 6 from Alva Sport team. You can go and watch those things. All right? Yes. So, yes, all you improve is win games. That was a clip that really set my brain alight. Like I'm saying, damn, reality meets fantasy. You're asking the man what he can do for some of the Jamaican Caribbean teams, the Jamaican Premier League teams. And the man said, what about the other teams I'm playing? Why should they get by? You understand? Win the games and they go up in a higher rank. So Jamaican Mount Pleasant should be ranked higher than a Mexican team that wins 1 billion games against higher level competition. So let me just leave that alone. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it, you know? I don't think it's worth it. Professional Pro Club, I am okay. Well, let me move over to Jamaica now. Yes, so Professional Pro Club said speed looks more commanding and claret. And clear. Okay. From me, Mr. J can say whatever you want. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're not good at football and it's not going to make we better at nothing. I think they need to spend more time developing players and good players. Because we have a bunch of average players and we are a bunch of overhyped people that try to overhype a bunch of average things. And it takes us 10 years to figure out that we are a bunch of overhyped people. And then in that same time, the next set of people reach further away from we when we are celebrating a damn Caribbean Cup. They are going to the World Cup. And then 50 more years, Trinidad nor Jamaica reach nowhere at all in our life. We're not tired to people just giving us scrums. And make you go to hype on the scrums. while them a reach everywhere in a life. It's because of an ego, man. I'm tired of it, man. Why we are here even talking about Caribbean Cup? Blood. All right. All right. So, anyways, no. So Jamaica unveiled Mr. Spade as their new coach, new head coach. They said it's temporary, but as what we know, more likely it's permanent. He just wants to look good against Congo, not even win a game. He just wants to look good against Congo, and then he's gonna scam his way into the main position because he's going to say Nigeria with 300 million players, 300 million valuable players couldn't play them like how we play them with a less valuable team. They are scammers. They are scammers. They don't like Jamaica. They just lie to you that they are nationalists. They are scammers. They are not in their intention is not to win nothing. It was to fool people to get more time in positions that they are not qualified for. That's it. My opinion. Flat out, I have nothing more to say on what I think about these people. Straight up, Mr. Dre. So you can answer me all you want. That's what I think, blood. All right? Them not ambition. Them not care about nothing. Them not care about themselves. Them not like Jamaica. And them come and tell you, say them a nationalist and who? Jamaica first. And that tell you, say them love Jamaica. Them know so they like to brag. So them just give you more things to brag and scrape up all of the goal and walk behind them when I celebrate. Yeah, him love Jamaica. I'm going to scrape up everything behind and just walk. You understand me? That's all I see. I am not impressed by nothing. They have to go out there and do that. They have to go out there and beat Congo and beat, as what a man says, a man, that is your opinion. I have no problem with that. All right, no problem, Mr. Dre. I am telling you what I think. And I have facts to back up why I thought that as well too. All right? Yes. Even in Asia they have the Asian Cup. Why we don't need a knockout competition back in place? We have a cup called Gold Cup, you know. We have a cup called Gold Cup. Asia is Asia. The Concacaf is the Concacaf. So you have a cup called Gold Cup, which is a knockout competition. You have a cup called Nations League, which is a league format, still cup at the end of the day. So why we want a scrub cup? The problem is we are egotistic and we need something to galvanize a bag of average people to brag about. That's all. A bag of low class, low quality footballer to brag that they won something. That's all you're fighting for. If you're good, go and win the Gold Cup, go and win the Nations League. That's what you need to go and do. What JD is not getting is that the CFU is a separate organization. Hold on. Oh, you know, see me cover CFU youth football. So why would I not know that? I know that, but it is the same region. Asia is Asia, and CONCACAF is CONCACAF. Big up yourself, no such. Big up yourself, no such. And all the man them coming in. But I have to be resurrecting the people brain. Stop going back for the cuckoo juice, blood. Stop. The juice spoil in 2025. We will just come back again with the juice. The juice. No, Jamaica good said Jamaica nah beat DR Congo. JD Caribbean Cup is irrelevant since the inception. No, but Richard Green, be honest to me. You're honest in the thing, say the Caribbean Cup hold down these teams. I actually think it's hold down the teams them more than helping the teams them. So, all right, Mr. Dre, what is the purpose of the Caribbean Cup? Like, what you want from the Caribbean Cup? Maybe that is the question I should have asked, you know. Mr. Dre, what you're looking for from the Caribbean Cup? Because maybe that's what I needed to ask you. What are you looking for from the Caribbean Cup? What, to see JPL players and Suriname League players come together and Trinidad players? Because we can say we already saw that, you know. We already saw that in the Caribbean Cup, you know. We saw that in the Caribbean. We have a Caribbean Cup already, you know. It's just not a national Caribbean Cup, you know. We have that already, you know. You understand me? That Cavaliers, primary Jamaican and Surinamese, with a one Guyanese guy on it, they go and they got 4 and they got 6. So we saw that in the Concacaf region. We saw the Caribbean Cup transform and build a super team called the Cavaliers. It went to the Concacaf actual sensible region and got circumcised. So I don't know what we want. Yes, Omar, I think it's bragging rights. I just think the cocoa juice need to be sold. You know, the cocoa the cocoa juice need to be sold a lot more. So we need something to say that we're good at. Maybe they could have a Caribbean Cup for junior players. Tell you what, Richard Green, they have a Caribbean Cup for junior players already. You don't see Jamaica run up and down with some big 7'8" human beings up against some 12-year-olds that are 2'4", and they won the youth 15s and they brag all along with the youth 15s. Billy at 2026. No, Sarge, what did I say wrong? Simple Youth, well, at the time, Cavaliers was the super team that people put together. No, but my context, what I was trying to use, is to show you that we have Surinamese on the team, we have Guyanese, we have a one Trinidad guy in Avery, we have some Jamaicans that we said were the best at the time, put together and got 6 love by the actual relevant teams. You understand me? And then the next one was a red carpet rollout for Messi that owns Jamaica, the King of Kingston. So all we do is just look for bragging rights and look for some money to scam people. Oh, circumcised. Oh my God. Well, I'm very sorry. I was trying to explain what I meant, but I used the wrong word, you know? JD, where is that youth C15 team now? It's transforming into youth 17, you know? Yes, the King of Kingston, Messi, that they rolled out the red carpet, and the coach of the next team says, once Messi score, we happy. So I will not tell me you're scamming that. Will not tell me you're scamming. Okay, the coach for the next team that Messi is playing says out of his own mouth, for Messi score, everybody happy. Am I lying? Richard Green, Nosage, J. Saguna, am I lying? So if those things are not scamming, if those things are not scamming, I don't know what scamming is. I was talking about the national team, not club football. Okay. Yes, I'm on a roll here. I'm smoking. I'm smoking some on here. I never know I had that. Happy New Year, everybody coming in. Yeah, man, we have to burn down the building, you know, because a man came in because I said circumcision, and a man said, "Yo, dog, you don't have to use those words anymore." But a man come, you playing a team, and the next team might have had one of the greatest. might have had one of the greatest players ever to play football. You come out, your team playing, and you are telling me that, yo, dog, from Messi score, everything all right. What? You smoking for true? Yeah, Mr. Dre, you're all right, man. Mr. Dre, you're a fake nationalist. Like Mr. Speed. That's a problem. They still a try with the one turn, Maggie. You can know. Yeah, man.
Can I take some chips?
All right. Oh, dear. It was the action. It was the action. But you are here to beat me, you know, so I understand that. I understand. No, JD, I have a question for you. What happened after Jamaica win the last Caribbean Cup? Jamaica never won the last Caribbean Cup. The last Caribbean Cup took place with Jamaica versus Curacao. Blood. Am I on drugs? Because they said I am the one smoking. So, with the last Caribbean Cup, wasn't Curacao versus Jamaica? Let me type it in blood. The last Caribbean Cup, because it looks like the last Caribbean Cup finals. Oh, and the last one. Okay, so Curacao versus Jamaica. Okay, you know what? Let me just leave it alone here because I don't know why. Wasn't it the one when Jamaica qualified to the goal? What again? And them a beat me. Okay. When Jamaica play Portugal, when CR7 score, I will be happy with it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yo. You know what? I rest my case, people. When I do what I want to do, Messi the greatest. If Messi score, me happy. I don't need to coach the next team. Yeah, we just leave it alone. That's why I'm telling you, we're in a football country. We're in a football country, Lord. We are not. We are not a football country. Because you see, we don't even care about the actual football we're playing. We say, yo, if Messi come and I play, we don't really business about the next team. And if CR7 come, we no business about the next team. What no, Saj, you're the coach. You can't be the coach then. If you're gonna tell me, say, if CR7 for the field and a goal score, you are gonna be your coach. You are gonna be the coach for the good youth them. The good youth them. And you are gonna tell me, say, you are gonna feel happy. You see, if I'm me, I play for your team, me I tell you, man. So people, you see why we can't take nothing serious. They're supporting Mr. Speed Stick, and if when Messi score, everybody happy. You understand me? That if we get to play Portugal, laugh out loud. Yes. Hold on there. Thank you, Chorus. What happened to the man that says bring on Spain? Bring on everybody. Where he is? We need to check on them. We need to check on some of them and if them all right, Lord. Okay, even if we didn't win it, that is showing you that we need to pick it back in place, put it back in place, so we can see who is the best team. But the problem is, Jamrock, there is no all you keep saying that, Curacao will not beat Jamaica again because they're not going to have any time to beat Jamaica because they don't have players to play outside FIFA window. Because you have too much competition. Remember, now you have the Nations League and you have the Gold Cup running. So you're going to have a Caribbean Cup and you don't have, you're 6, you're not going to have time for put them in place. Where are you going to find that time? That's why you can't have a Caribbean Cup. So now you're going to force Curacao to pick up 17 little boys in Curacao because all of their players are professional players that won't be available. You understand me? But Jamaica is all right at doing this because they like to sell their false hopes. So they are going to pick up 24 false hope to run and play. You understand me? Which is not going to add no value to Jamaica team because you need to actually fix the infrastructure. You need to fix the actual infrastructure before you can create the quality players. Because every quality player have a proper club and they are actually playing football at that time. So you can't get no proper players. You're gonna just make, you understand me? So it's not going to tell anything. 876. 876, it cannot work. 876. You never had 3 more competitions. You never have 3 more. 876. Sometimes you can just listen in a man. It no come. When you had the Caribbean Cup, you had all of the other competitions. No, you never had it. So now you have more. You can't take more time out of the people. Books Big Boss. It not worth it. It not worth it. It don't worth it, Big Boss. At that time there was no nation. No, I know, Jason. I know, but he just keep on picking something else. So 876 does need something to brag. So all right, people, bring back the Caribbean Cup because Jamaica needs something to brag about. And Jamaica needs some people for fight with, which is the Trinidad guys them. You understand me? But I am aspiring for Jamaica to reach somewhere else in life, which is good at football. So we want to go up against Trinity, go up against Mexico and beat Mexico, go up against Curacao and beat Curacao, go up against USA and beat USA. That's what me want, you know. The difference is, I don't really want that, you know. I just want some games that Jamaica actually be the favorites in. But we just get some games that Jamaica was the favorites in. JD, until the JPL improve, the national team will struggle. Jesus Christ. But Richard Green, that cannot be. Richard Green, I would have believed you. Maybe if they tell me that. No, I could believe, you know, always, you know. And I always said, throughout all the other professional players, them and put the JPL players them in. But Richard Green, you can't say that after the World Cup qualifiers in all region. You cannot say that. You have player Richard Green. You have countries. None of the players them never come to the countries them. Curacao. None of the players them not playing in their league. They don't have any league, and they beat Jamaica. Haiti. Nobody goes to Haiti. They are in the World Cup. They are coming out of a group of Costa Rica and Honduras. We can't beat Costa Rica. Let me continue. Suriname have everybody playing outside Richard Green. They came out of a group with Guatemala where just dog walk Jamaica, and Panama where beat Jamaica as partner draw. You understand me? So every team that have a shot to make it to the World Cup or is at the World Cup have no league. Suriname cook up a league after them pass for 5 years and come and just beat the JPL teams and won the Caribbean Cup. So I don't know, Richard Green, I don't know what you want, my brother. I don't know. We want Jamaica to be good, Richard Green. And it's not going to take JPL. It's not going to take the JPL being good. It's going to take us, our pride to drop and realize that we are playing other competitions and Jamaica not playing Manning Cup football. That they can play CC versus KC blood. That is the problem. Our attitude, we think that we're playing Mount Players versus Cavaliers and KC versus CC blood. We're playing United States versus Jamaica and everybody from United States. That the MLS already better than everybody else, you know, because they're beating everybody else in this region, you know, and they don't want MLS players' blood. They want professional, high-quality players, so they want to dominate you. You see what I'm saying, Richard Green? They don't even want the players that are better than our players by 60 miles. They want the players that's better than our players by 4,000. You know why? Because they have the option. And why not take the option to pimp slap you like Diddy? You know we're not going to win a life. Richard. So, Richard, I don't know if you're going to do me them stuff here. Happy New Year, New Waves. I don't know. I think they miss me for the whole time I'm not here. But I'm talking facts, blood. Yo, JD, drink some water. Oh, no, man, I have a one Fanta here. I want one Fanta, you know? JPA players should do for. Jobless JD, give thanks. Yeah, man. We're out here doing thing, man. But I had to, you know, because the man them always just tell himself some stuff, you know. It's like every time I'm off the internet, just all right, and I'm gonna build up 70 more stories because anytime JD turn up, we are gonna fry him brain for just some things. Billy, like you have the baby Isle story. You know, after we lost the 2017 Caribbean Cup to Curacao, we went to the 2017 Gold Cup final. Simple youth. Okay, that's nice. Did you know that we actually went to the Gold Cup final before? You know that we went to the Gold Cup final before. We went to the Gold Cup final before the last time United States them send their actual big teams. But we omit it, you know why? Because it was a different human being that we can't brag on, brought us to the Gold Cup, the more difficult Gold Cup finals. But you know what? When I have the stats up on the screen, I'm going to show you when United States stop sending their big team and start sending their other MLS players team. All right, yes. But you never know, I know that as well. But tell you what, that's why I come to this program, so we can put things on the screen, blood. All right, Richard Green says, read my previous comment. Okay, sorry, I missed it. JD, you're telling me that if the JPL is producing players on the level of championship or League One is not a good thing? No, that's a good thing. It's a good thing if they can do that. But Richard Green, are we producing players on the championship or League One level, Richard Green? Because we have no players playing in the championship or League One level. Richard Green, you can't just use a story that Mount Pleasant begged them to take Kyan Dixon. Then Kyan Dixon goes down to League Zero after they brought him there. Whisper in an academy, 20-year-olds, and all he does is go to party and clubbing. King in Scotland, in the worst, second to the last worst team in Scotland, and every week I watch him, he makes a bunch of mistakes. So, Richard Green, I understand that we are making some improvements. I agree with that. We are getting better. That is true. But every other country doing this at a ridiculous other rate. Richard Green, that's all I'm saying. So, all right. My question to you, Richard Green, if we have the answer, Richard Green, why we need to make up a story to want something else? We have the players them, Richard Green. The players them is just not the players them that you are trying to sell me. You understand, Richard? That is my problem, Richard. We don't have to go through this. We have to have the JPL. No, we don't need that. We have the players them, you know. The problem is you just keep on bypassing the players them to tell me that we need one player. Yes, so them can strive for that, Richard Green. I have no problem. But why they can't strive for that this way? Go to the Caribbean Cup, win the Caribbean Cup, go and beat them in the teams, them and the league and make a team and win that cup. And then that's when we say that they are very good at football. Why it have to take Richard King is a trophy winner player in Scotland. Yes, I watched the game. He kicked a ball to put in his own net, and it took someone else to save the ball out of his own net. You never watched the game. You're only watching Simon type that Richard Green, Richard King did this at this point, and that I watch the games in blood. I don't sell fantasy. Watch the games then. You don't have to watch it. I can send you the clips them if you want, because that's what we do, football. All right, that's what that will take time. All right. So thank you, Richard Green. But come on, man. Let me talk about the players that we have, man. Look on my boy there, Burrell. Look at Burrell. Burrell will come on Jamaica bench. Just sit on Jamaica bench, not doing nothing, because Mr. Speed claimed that Brown was the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm not asking you. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. Brown was the best thing in training. There is no training on planet Earth. Brown can be better than Burrell. No training on planet Earth. That's not true. So, you know what I want you to do now? Brown play good. Brown still play good. So you can't tell me say Brown is not the best player in the training. So if I don't see Brown in the starting 11, you know what that tells me? You are a part of the problem. And you shouldn't have been in no coaching position. You understand me? Because you just sell them propaganda here. And Burrell is one of the best players in the championship, blood. All right? And we all saw that. Every fan saw that the first time Burrell played for Jamaica. That if you have Burrell and Kadama Terry, just put them on the team and leave everybody else in the JPL. Well, Mr. Dream, him tell me say Brown was the best player. So everybody come tell me the foolishness. Him have to be in the team, blood. All right, yes. Dixon, they are League Two, a warm bench. Yeah, but Zilla, they are not gonna tell the truth. Don't believe me. It's a land of cocoa juice. The juice. JD come back with 2020. Yeah, I was here. Revolutionary beating. You understand me? Because I know that they're once this fantasy comes out, they're gonna make up a bunch of stories and come back again. All right. So, anyways, though, we heard Mr. Speed spoke. I said I wanted 30 minutes and I'm here for 45. And Mr. Speed spoke on what he's going to plan. What I'm lost on. What is the purpose of this game? I don't understand the purpose of this game. That's my problem. Because if you're saying that you're trying to get the best players, and we have more than 24 players that's playing at the highest level, including Jamaican born players, if that's what we like. You understand me? What is the purpose of this game? Because none of those players are going to be available. Is it the coach to get more reps around how to do coaching? So, can you answer me? Is it the coach to get more reps to do coaching? What is the purpose of this game? Because if we're not going to have the players, then what are we learning? No, Saj, please help me out because my brain still a struggle for that one year. What is the purpose of this game? So it's for the coach to learn how to get himself around the sit. So that means when the right time comes, he's not like a novice to it. So why we never hire Tapper Whitmore, man? Why we never hire Tapper Whitmore then? You see what I'm talking about? Why we never hire Tapper Whitmore then? If we have to have a man where him not know himself around the coaching, we thought that a familiarity him signed up for it. That's a one teller, you know. In teller that he's the most prepared person because he's familiar around it. So then, because that's what I heard him trying to tell people, you know. Oh, it is to get the familiarity and everything and the staff together and everything. So Tapana know everything already? Tapana show him better than your blood? So what is this pushing to get this position? You know? And to give local players international exposure. Jesus Christ. People, Congo need to send our descendants back to the shadow realm. I'm telling you honest truth, blood. I am tired of this. I am tired of this local foolishness. You understand me? Why you can't just be good? Why you can't just be good? How much more exposure you want? You don't have TV, blood. Want the TV not dead here. JPL not come on TV. Let me put in JPL on my phone. Put JPL on my phone because it look like them people can't be seen. What? No, let me go on. I need to go on the JPL. All right, JPL. All right, so JPL Jamaica comes up right after. All right, so let me check it. JPL Jamaica. All right, so JPL resumes after 7 weeks absent due to the passage of hurricane. That's 1 month ago. Tivoli versus Portmore 2 days ago. See them on TV. How much more TV them want? You can't force anything in life if you are not ready for it. JD, why you worrying? Jamaica will get what's for them soon. But that's a problem. We don't have to get what's for we soon. That part of Jamaica, then I know what they want. They need to just scam their way to get something in their pockets. We want success for the country, blood. Maybe he doesn't want to go in the playoff coaching his first internet. Yes, but Stets, we have people where we never had to do that. Kohli have 1 million games in the national team. Tapper have 1 million games in the national team. Brought us to the Gold Cup finals as well. Then you have Meran Garden. Nobody likes him. I don't even know if he like himself. but nobody likes him. But he still had games that he was around the front part of the seat. So that is 3 more people more qualified than him, you know. We don't want him in the playoff coaching his second international game either. JD, you listen to Ravel, a puppet. Ravel is just a puppet that desperately want to get accepted by Jamaican people in Jamaica. Ravel is a slave master son just the same. He's no good for Jamaica just the same, like the Jamaicans, them inside Jamaica blood. They are no good for Jamaica. Alright? Yes. That's it. Straight up. Yeah, but if you have a Jamaican coach, Ravel, you have no sense. That's how you don't reach the win of football. You mad Ross, yo. Stop tell lie on the man. Him have 20 international games. Why? When people don't agree with you, they are listen to me now, Demo, because I'm not an idiot. Demo, I am not an idiot. We have no proof of none of them foolishness that make sense. How much years, Demo, you want to pick the side of no sense? Even when it's clear, you want to pick the side of no sense. Demo? Ravel is a puppet that's desperately want to itch up beside Damian Low crutches. You see, one to your brother, man. Actually, why? Because me can stand up and say what I want to say. You don't have a problem with me. Me know why I say a foolishness. Which Jamaican coach can take nobody go nowhere? Eh? Which, if you never gone away in a life, or you can take nobody anywhere else. And that's my problem, Demo. What do you mean? People, this is the channel where people actually disagree with me. And you say, why anybody disagree with them a puppet? Me never call you puppet, Demo. You always disagree with me. But me just says, Ravel is a puppet. We want run behind man. He might look some people for like him. You understand me? Them not like Ravel. As soon as them they get what they want, them not gonna like any of the blood. So they stand and talk the truth. JD, until an aspiring coach can go to the Gold Cup faster and get qualified instruction, and we will struggle. Ravel played for Manchester United. Him reach far. Well, him should have reached further. Him should have reached further. And maybe because of them low standard ways here, that's why I reached the way. That's what I said to you. But big up myself, Jamaican family vibes, you know. I have to be here beating for 1 hour, you know, because it's like they want to bully me to believe again. Me never tell. Demo, you never there, so I come tell people, boy, you see you turn up today after my thing said the storm kill you. Thank God you're not dead and you survived the new year. You come here, I come and go on up yourself. You never tell about Spain. Jamaica can play Spain. Which Jamaica play Spain? In Demo? A 55. We are getting more goals than the game time, blood. We are get more goals scored power than the game time available, blood. Say for 90 minutes and 91 we get. 91 love. So you come with the foolishness. You understand me? You don't want to see Jamaica reach nowhere, Demon. Demon don't want to see Jamaica reach nowhere. You know? you think Storm. No! I never after me I try it, me I ask for your way there if you're alive. I mean, I wish for make sure nothing wrong with you. You understand me? I know you say me thinks a storm kill you. After me, I look for you. You need me to ask for you. You know? People, may I tell you people, we have the answer. Richard Green, we have the answer, and them just want to make up stories. I mean, never see a place where like just want to make up story. Why we always want? No, Demo, you're very articulate. You're very articulate and a articulate person. Explain to me why Jamaica have the syndrome of always want to be the anomaly. Why it make we harder? Why we always want to be the anomaly? Because if we have 24 players, where all the other 24 quality players beat we and make the World Cup. Why we want 24 players when we know them I do, and we don't know where I do, and we want a coach on top of it when they know where I do either too. And we just are gonna make the World Cup because God love we more than anybody else. Demo, you're Christian. God no love Jamaica than nowhere else. Make me tell you, blood, right in the camera. Not no go so. God love everybody equally. Demo. Not no go so. Alright? What we not Douglas, we not have to be in an anomaly. Why? We not can pick 24 solid quality world level players. You see, that's what I talk about, you know. Yes, a man literally type in the comment section and say, we are an anomaly. Jesus Christ. Jason, no such, I want to hear them something, you know. No, Douglas, we are not an anomaly. We can be just the standard. We can win 50 times out of 100. We can win 50 times out of 100 if we just pick the ballers them, Douglas. What we have. We don't have to mix up the JPL and Uba Jamaica or Uba Space. We can we can just pick the right player them, Douglas. Okay, Douglas, let me be sarcastic. I don't know what's up with this anomaly thing, and we have to just pick 70 youths because them heart are bust through them chests. My born in Jamaica, I've never seen people's chests bursting out with their heart palpitating. You know, no diddy. Yeah, no diddy. All right. Yes, I never saw these things. So where we get this macho man anomaly bursting on the scene, art palpitation from? Where that came from? I don't know. We are the current laughing stock in the globe of football. Okay, JD, what's your ideal Jamaican team? No JPL players, blood. That's what I do know, Demo. That's what I do know. So this game makes no sense. That's what I do know. What I would have tried to do is try to send as much information as, because we're already in a bad position with a coach when no know nobody. You understand me? So what we're going to do, Richard Green, we have to try get as much. What you know what we're gonna do? Find it. We're gonna use the JPL players them as corn blood, as corn. That's what I'm gonna use them as in my training sessions. Complete all of the drills them and everything what we have planned for the actual game. Then record it and send it to all of the players them and mimic their functions. So we're going to use them as mimic. Yes, that's what we want them for, Richard Green. At this particular point. To play the game never made any sense. It never made any sense. Just because the thing about your Ravel statement is that you left out Paul All part and pick one side. You're biased. All right, Demo. Paul All, if I ever bust Paul All secret, they drop down. All right? Don't, this is JPL player, JD. And them alone of art. Well, yo. All I'm saying is, I want to win the damn game. I want to win the game. But for some reason, I think I'm gonna like the laughing stock. I'm gonna like the art pain. You understand me? I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna like the drama. So the more we struggle, that's why I'm gonna like the anomaly statement, you know. Because I'm gonna like to struggle and then win the one time and then go back to struggle. You understand me? I think they like it, you know. Michael Sadler, I think they actually like it, you know. They're struggling for 25 years and then win one time, then brag for 25 more years. And then win the next 45 years when everybody wins 64 times in that time and kind of can repeat the cycle. We want to win. So, Mr. Speed, this game don't make no sense. You don't make no sense either because you... we don't need the coach to get experience at this point. You understand me? So JD, your file and all. I am not going to talk on those things. I'm leaving it alone, Richard. But all I tell you, all people do are just use Jamaica and just telling a bag of story. Once you see a man pop out and say, Jamaica the biggest place, greatest thing. Me tell you, say, just look behind you, while you laugh and a brag. Them curt up some things and I march out with it behind on the back. It's the elitists, the slave master's son syndrome. They know that all you do is brag, so they give you something to brag on. But look, remember, we saw people literally took people's kids and take them kids, live kids, real life kids, and take them because they need more for themselves in our own country and just sell people a bragging point and take a man kid. I saw that with my own two eyes, and I was the only sensible human being saying this is foolishness. And all of you guys telling me, yeah man, him get Leon Bailey there, so him get God there, so him get Jesus over there, so him get everything. You understand me? It don't make no sense. People rob on every single time and they're selling a liquor cocoa juice. And that's all you want. Just a cocoa juice. You know? We can win with all JPL team. Players with Folker Art, yes. A slave master's son. All I'm saying is we need to just understand ourselves and be honest to ourselves. We feel miserable as it relates to making the World Cup. But we did improve from the previous World Cup. We did improve from the previous World Cup. We should not actually forget that, we actually did better than all of the other World Cups, We did better than every other World Cup, Every other World Cup, So we should not forget that, people. We did better than every other World Cups, You understand me? We did even better than the World Cup that we qualified for, All right? So the World Cup that we made, people, we did better than that World Cup as well, So this is our best World Cup performance in history, In history of history, It's still our best World Cup performance, But obviously the structure changes. The structure changes, so it makes it seems like, so sometimes, we don't even know what success is. Because we are successful today, But because we were too hype, we said it was soup. We said it was everything. So because we said it was soup, we try to put ourselves above where we truly is. You understand me? Because we are actually successful, No, Jay-Z, it is still better. In the previous World Cup qualifiers that we qualified for, we actually barely won a game. We actually barely won a game. Out of the 6 games that we played, we accumulated almost 3/4 of the points. We accumulated in this one. So we have a better win rate. We have a better ever rate in these actual qualifiers. It just required us to not lose more points than the opponent. And we still found a way to do that. But you can't avoid the fact that we actually won more games. We have a better record in this structure than the actual one that we qualified for. Obviously, it was a little bit different, and the quality of teams maybe a little bit higher, but we still did better than the previous time. That's all I'm saying. But we just heights up our ego, and that's why it becomes a failure. You understand me? Because if we never win, Curacao can't beat me. Curacao is a no-man team, but the last time Curacao played, they beat Jamaica Blood. So where we get these mathematics from? We play? Yes, we play Bermuda. But we did play an next team just a while ago, British Virgin Islands, and it took a remarkable save from Blake in the 98th minute for us to get a point. You understand me? And Bermuda better than them. So the fact that we beat Bermuda is still better. Jay-Z, you understand me? So sometimes Jay-Z, my point is, because we are too egotistic, we can't even understand success. Because we want to leave from zero. And so if these guys that we're bringing can't get us to the top of the pinnacle, they are not good enough. We have to go back to our anomalies. That's what we always believe in. So we have to throw them away. We can't build on those same players, Jay-Z. So that was my point. And also I was bringing up the Curacao point. You saw it in the same video, you know. You guys told me that the last time Jamaica played Curacao beat them. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, thank you, Jason. So all I'm saying is, where we get these stories from? If the last time the team play you beat you, why you can't just give them some respect to say that maybe when we play them and next time we can see how it works. Why, if we don't beat them? Because remember, you know, even when Curacao beat we and have everything in their hands, beat we again. So not just the last time, the last 2 times this team play us, them still beat us. I was on my stream and I hear people saying, blood, we fear Trinidad more blood. You know, she said Curacao on a team. Wait till we take them off of that bad feel. Wait till we take them off that bad feel. We are going to beat them up on the next field. When our feel not good either. That St. Vincent game, Jamaica really draw versus St. Yeah. Stop act like Bermuda victory is always a win. See how we are. But Douglas, that's what I'm trying to say. We just watched 75 more games where we were dog crap. And then when we win, we can't give the team credit for winning it. You know? And let me remind you, blood, 1997, 1996, Jay-Z, we weren't good. We didn't get 6 love, blood. We were getting 6 love, blood. All right? Some might say we got a game given to us, i.e. Mexicans, them love the Jamaican and want to merge the taco, no Diddy, and gave us a game. All right? Remember, I was alive, you know. I walked to the stadium. All right, so stop it. All right, yes, we did very well this cycle, and we need to give respect. All right, we like to omit actual standard and just build up at the fantasy again. All right, yes, because we did in 2016 make it to the World Cup finals, right, with Schaefer's against a top team at the last good United States team until 2024-2025 season. That's when they actually brought back their team, when they realized that they have to upscale themselves again. We actually go to the finals in that same, with that world level team, our good quality team. The last good team before the actual good team in 2024-2025. So we are bragging about 2016, 2017. We did it before, but we omit equality just to go for the anomaly. In a firm advocate for feeling an all Jamaican born team. No UK born. Who with me? Okay. Brother, 1998 so-called success set us back 24 years. I actually believe that, Douglas. I strongly believe that. Because remember, the ego only makes more people get more egotistic, you know? Yes, because we take out Goodis out in backyard, blood. Goodis was in him backyard. I play Simba left, and we do that. So why we can't play JPL this time, and we get it done? People just listen to these things and tell me if it's sane, if this is sanity. No such. This is sanity. Good to come out and backyard dog or what? I brush him shoes bottom hard with the hardware brush them Jamaica in the 1996 times strong. Very sturdy, no Diddy. Simba that him a player major league. And him go up against the big world level players. Well, 24 years ago, no, not 24 years ago, 1998 to now. That is what, 28 years ago. 28 years ago. Modern science is different, blood. People have sense. No. Before, people believe in myth. No, we actually debunk those myths 28 years later, blood. This is how the world is. I can't believe I have to be telling people those things. So, Douglas, you're right. It really set us back. All right? Because we need to look for the man that wash clothes the hardest. You understand me? wash him shoes hard. So I don't know. I don't know. People, happy New Year. All the best. I'm hoping that Jamaica beats the first team. All right, because Jamaica playing two teams. You know, New Caledonia is a team, and we should learn to respect teams. Because I just told you that Jamaica went up against a team with all of Jamaica's good players, Damara Gray, everybody. You know, Donovan says we get it from Maverick. Oh God. So and we struggle against the team. So New Caledonia will be getting some players. It will be a great year, Arsenal. Yeah, man. Congratulations to Arsenal. You know, the league ain't finished. The game's has to play. You know, I've never seen a team can get points off own goals. It's like you know, let me not speak. Let me not speak. You know, Jose Mourinho style. And JD, we can done now. Yeah, but we done now, Douglas. We done. We done. Name a country for an edit. I don't know, blood. All right. We should. Liverpool will finish above Arsenal. I am not sure about that, but I know that a lot more games has to be played, and that's a problem now. You know, if you say something, you're a hater. You understand me? So I will, I will, big up Arsenal. Continue to get some wins. You know, even sometimes I think it's a little bit dodgy. The own goals and all of them stuff there, and you know, referees. You can just line block the goalkeeper. The only team in the league can just kick over the goalkeeper, step in the goalkeeper's head, and everything is all right. You know, everything is all right. Like the only team in the league that can just do whatever they want. I have seen Arsenal fighting for corners, and the goal is empty. Let me finish it right there, people. This is the greatest line. That's the greatest line. That's the greatest line, people. I saw Arsenal fighting for corners, and the goal is empty. The only team in history of football. I have never seen that in history. A man saying, Saka said, you know, I can bend the ball like Beckham into the top bins. But you know what? Your leg looks sweet right there. Blam! Off your leg. But they're gonna say my bad mind, you know. They're gonna say my bad mind. But people, tell me if you don't see the same thing. A man say, yo, brother, your leg looks sweet. Boom! Run out and run up to the goal. This man not watching the games lately. Seeing Jay Saguna. Gabriel just scored the same goal on Aston Villa, blood. I am watching every game. I just don't talk. Jason. Stop it. Stop, Jason. Stop. It just happened 2 games ago. No, it just happened to the last game as well. People, let me leave Arsenal alone. Because they're gonna say I'm bad mind. So no. How many goals scored in the game? No, Jason. That scam goal that they gave Arsenal, that's what make everything changed. Aston Villa should have been 3-0 up on Arsenal long time. Ollie Watkins does decide that he's going. One was a penalty. Ollie Watkins should have scored 2 goals, blood. All right, so Arsenal should have been under 3-0 already in a 15 minutes, blood. I watched every second of the game. All right, I just don't talk, and I don't want to talk about Arsenal because that's where you guys are gonna try swing the narrative and say me a hater and everything, people. Happy New Year, love all of you guys, Arsenal fan, everybody. I have no bias. I'm just watching football. I don't want to commentate on Arsenal. All right. We win clean, dirty, own goal, set piece. Yo, Arsenal win games that they are not scoring goals, are not getting a shot on target. The greatest game played is Arsenal versus Wolves. The game done. And for some reason, a man just said, all right, no, Arsenal have to win. City can't win. Slam the ball in their own goal. Boom! A bullet header. This is going to be one of the greatest recap of games. Arsenal collect 12 points and they don't score one goal in that 12 points. They don't score one goal. This is Jason, you tell me I'm not watching a team. But you look like I have more facts than you. How can you win so much games not scoring goals, Jason? How is that even possible? That you don't think those things are fixed, match fixing, or some people? You guys said I'm bad man in Arsenal. It's okay, but oh, you win games not scoring goals and collecting 9 points. Come and watch along today. Dio will be no. Liverpool might be the latest to if your side no, I'm not. No, Jason, but you can't expect. There's no way a team can win so much games. Maybe that's it. Maybe that is the greatest amount of own goal winnings, ever in the history of a Premier League title. I think you're not. You know what? Let me give you the facts before this is my bad mind. Before I leave, let me try find the Arsenal amount of own goals they scored. Let me try find the own goals then. Just to tell you, because people like to say my bad mind them. Yeah, so let me look at the games then, because I remember. All right, so Brighton the game. Yes, Brighton the game. Brighton the winner was an own goal as well. Jesus Christ. We have 4 and 4 own goals in the last 3 games, Jason. In the last 3 games. No need to look crying. I can't wait for this madman. Leave my club. Okay, JD and his stupid manager. Jesus Christ. All right, people. All I'm saying, it's okay. Congratulations, Arsenal. Bro, Speed need you on the coaching team. Accept it. Arsenal has never won the Champions League. Well, Richard Green, we can't badmine them and them. We have to give them credit, but we still can call out what we're seeing. Like, we normally see the teams them dominating other teams and beating up other teams. But 9 points, you're just winning games off own goals. You remember one game they don't score a goal. All 3 goals scored by Wolves. I think Arsenal is the only team in history of football did that. Not even the Premier League in history. So Jason, that's a fact, not bad mind. We score corner, you vex. We score own goal, you vex. When we open play, no, the open play goals I'm okay with. But yeah, that had to anger me. See, you get 9 points off own goals. Yeah, that was kind of like, Mr. But you know what? I shouldn't have said that so public. No one can run out as a bad man Arsenal, but it's okay. It's okay. Congratulations to Arsenal. Let's see if we can keep it together. I'm hoping that you keep it together. Because it's sweeter when you win with a team that is actually working hard. Yes. So this is false. Liverpool title winning year had more set piece goals than us. All right. No, I'm just saying, Arsenal in the last 15 points or so they collected, own goal might take up around 9 of those points. And I'm saying I've never seen a stretch where a team actually going for the title just winning games on own goals. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I am not. I just bad man. No, but I'm congratulating. But pressure create own goals. Yeah, pressure. Yeah, that is true. That's true. But all I'm saying, Fabian. All right, you know what? I'm just saying I wanted them to be more dominant. I wanted to feel good that they're beating these teams so bad. That's how they win the league, Yes, I wanted that to be the case. But to me, they are not as impressive in these games that they're winning. I would say the Aston Villa game, they really played better in the second half. The first half, it was a 50-50, if not better. Aston Villa was better. So all I'm saying is I want to see more from them. And I've been watching every single game from Ethan Pino comes straight back to every single one. I watched every single minute of every single one. And almost all games, they were averaging the games. I think they had one game that they were very good. I think it was Brighton. They were very good against Brighton in the first half. And after 60 minutes, they just dropped off. And they started to try 60 minutes, 67 minutes in the game. And Arsenal trying to kill time. Kill time in the game. Because Brighton started kill them. But tell you what, Brighton is a very good team because they saw that City couldn't have won the game against Brighton. So I am not going to be here talking like these teams are not good teams. People said City should have beaten Sunderland. But guess what, blood? Arsenal drew with Sunderland 2-2. I guess you never watched that. You never actually watched that. That's your problem, you know? We don't win the league in donkey years. Oh, you want us to win not affect okay, all right. But you understand where I'm coming from, Jason. You know, City should be dethroned or Liverpool should be dethroned by ball slamming through net and dominance, and you know, I wanted to see that for me to have an excuse, you know. Okay, so people start to Sunderland full squad. How many wins you have? all right. So people, I look like I'm not gonna win today. I got an official beaten back. You know, my first day back, and I got to realize that nothing changed in 2026 more than me and everybody fighting. You know, you couldn't beat them. Yes, but Umzo, you couldn't beat them either. That is my problem, you know. Arsenal acting like they're beating these teams. No, they ain't beating these teams. The only good thing about Arsenal, they beat all the teams and they should have beaten. They drew with City. They lost to Liverpool. They lost to Aston Villa. They drew with Sunderland. So maybe the only team that they actually defeated when they're at the top, was literally Aston Villa, and Aston Villa beat them as well. So they ain't taking no points off nobody up at the top, you know. And then they against Bournemouth, I can't understand how Arsenal come off that field winning that game. Bournemouth should have given Arsenal 6 love. They got the 6 chances to score, maybe 7 love as well. 7-2, 7-3. They had scored 3, so let me give them 3 goals. So 7-3, that game should have finished. Bournemouth winning 7-3. Like it was one-sided. I can't believe what I'm watching. So it's okay, people. You know, no draws, Diddy. No Diddy. Wagwan Rich. Alright, people, I am not going to get into the Arsenal 8 thing because I will get a lot of phone calls when I'm done, and people start telling me, yo, dog, you talk about Jamaica, no, brother, why not leave Arsenal alone, dog? You know, because that day I said something about Arsenal, you know, and they went on to lose the other games, you know. Alright? They went on to lose the other games, you know. I'm gonna get a call from a man, you know. Yo, dog, but stop watch the thing, you know, dog. Because they start talking about Arsenal, you didn't want to listen to what you say after that. I say, yo, brother, we never see nothing wrong. Me I read off of a stats, you know. So what happening in the game, you know. Something that happened in the game, you know, I can't talk. So we realize for Jamaica and for Arsenal, you can't talk, you know. No, Marcus, I was just trying to hold a conversation and make people know that I'm watching these games, and Arsenal is not as dominant as, you know, what I would like them to be, you know. League watered down this year. And McFarlane, it's not me. It's not me. I'm reading comments, you know. You know. Jason, it is not me. I am reading comments as well. You know, that's why I need to finish the show, because what they're doing to me, they're typing, I am reading, and I am the one people saying that, why am I so salty? Blood, I said congratulations to Arsenal. Hope they keep it to the rest of the season. You know, but it's kind of a dodgy season, and you know, I gave them a credit. Yo. Champions of Europe that they will never. Well. I heard a man told me that it's 5 trophies Arsenal winning this year, and I don't even know which 5 competition they're actually in. You know, so I don't know. You know, so. They have to win the Champions League and drop out of the Champions League and then go to the Europa League and win the Europa League as well. Yeah. Or I don't know. Maybe win the Champions League, then go and win the Super Cup as well. And they count it, you know. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, all Arsenal, man. Them good little run that you guys are on. Hopefully you keep it up. Umzo, please don't say that, Umzo. Because later you're playing Liverpool, you know. So we can't disrespect Liverpool. Liverpool is a reigning champion, you know. Umzo, I think other teams have been better than you. To be honest, I think in the last 10-15 games, both Aston Villa and City have been better than you. Because remember, you know, those 9 points that you got from the own goals, you know, you weren't good in those games. And you got the points, and then I watch Arsenal fan TV and people said, all we just need is just the points. You know, so you getting the win doesn't mean you were playing good. You understand me? Yeah. So I thought that Aston Villa, I think that Aston Villa, or out of all the teams that were playing the best football, and then City second, and then Arsenal third. Yes. I put Arsenal at third, and they got all the points. So it is what it is. So we give them their credit, but you don't disrespect Aston Villa. Aston Villa, they won almost 11 games in a row. 11 games in a row. Aston Villa. Remember, Aston Villa was on the biggest run, you know. Arsenal was almost 12 points, you know. No, Arsenal was 12 points away from them. And they jumped to they jumped to 3 points within 3 points of Arsenal within the next 10 fixtures, including beating Arsenal until Arsenal defeated them. So give them their credit, man. They have been playing some good football. Numbers don't lie, but Jason, you're leading by 12 points, blood. And then Aston Villa creep up to 3 points. If Aston Villa defeated you on the day, Jason, they would have been level with you. So all I'm saying, you know what, people, big up on yourself. The numbers don't lie. My bad mind. And I just showed him that numbers don't lie, you know. And I said that Aston Villa was in the best form. And the same numbers that he's talking about, you know, prove what I'm saying is true, you know. If he's talking about only numbers, it would have proven that it's true, you know. And he still don't want to accept that numbers don't lie part. Because Arsenal had picked up some wins early on. So that kept them above Aston Villa. But Aston Villa won 10 straight games. That was the biggest run of wins in the entire league. Am I lying? Numbers don't lie. People, I am going to take care of my kid. Because numbers don't lie. Knowledge this, I'm telling you, don't join. At least understand where I'm coming from, because the man said numbers don't lie. Then I pull up the numbers and it's not saying Arsenal. He's only saying yes, but we're still at the top. Yes, you had made up some points early on, which Aston Villa never started good, but Aston Villa was on the better form. So we can say that the man had the better playing team as well, because they did dog walk Arsenal for 1.5 actual games. And then once my boy went down, once that big black human being went down, that was killing Arsenal. Arsenal played better after that. My boy from Belgium as well. Yes, it's just that. So the luck was on Arsenal's side, because he was just running through Arsenal midfield the whole time. And the guy got injured half time. Onana, Jay-Z. So Arsenal, every luck went to Arsenal way, but their team, the Arsenal fans come like Jamaica fans, you know, they have amnesia, you know. They are not watching the games, you know. A man telling me that me not watching the games, blood, I'm watching every second, and I'm tired and fed up by it. All right, pure luck. Pure luck. Pure luck. Everybody had dominated Arsenal. Them foot broke, them arm broke, own goal. Me tired, people. Me tired. I want to still a brag like Jamaica. So people, this is the video that I crashed out in. The first video back, I am crashing out. The first video. Also, I'm tired. All I'm saying is, my point was Aston Villa was playing better football. And I think they were playing the best football in the league. I want to try fight all that as well. We don't want to give nobody credit. We don't want to get some average ass wins. And don't want to give the other people. We can give Arsenal their credit to be at the top. But we can still give Aston Villa their credit too as well. And I never said City was the best playing team, you know. I said Aston Villa was the best playing team. So why we can't just give the man and them flowers? You know, come on, man. People remember what they want to fit. People remember what they want to fit their argument. People, take care of yourself. I am back. All right. Big up yourself, Jamaican Guna. I am back, people. And this was a legendary one, the first one. God damn, I'm tired. I am tired. Big up yourself, Nosage, Jason Guna, Jamaican Guna, Dre, Omzo, Nitro, Demo, Omar Fowling. Who else we miss? All of the man, Douglas, Mexi. Oh God. I wait for people past Suriname, man. Wait, I forgot. All of the man, them. Big up yourself. No, son. Big up on yourself. All right? Yeah, man.